Hey guys, and welcome to week 27 of The Real DVD Watchers. As always on Wednesdays, it's me, Tom. The movie that I chose to review today is something that I absolutely adore. It's not Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind again. It's just something that I feel with its use of special effects, its use of lighting, its use of casting, its writing tone, because there's a certain poetry in how everyone speaks, and it's just phenomenal. I'm pretty sure I said the use of special effects because it was so good for pretty much being all practical. It's just an amazing movie, and it's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. It's from a first-time director, and he knocked it out of the park. I don't think he's ever been able to recapture that, so that says a lot. It's a movie back from 1987. And I just wish more things were to be done like this. The movie in question is Clive Barker's Hellraiser. This is the 20th anniversary edition. I also do have the puzzle box version, but I'm not going to pull that down. So what this movie is basically about is about this man named Frank Cotton who purchases this puzzle box. He decides to solve it one night. Chains come out and rip him apart. And the Cenobites, who's mainly played by Doug Bradley, the iconic Pinhead, Chatterer, Butterball, and the female Cenobite, they all pretty much bring him into the box. Inside the box is pretty much the definition of hell. And you actually get to see that in the second movie. But from then on, it becomes this story of this family, about this man named Larry, named Larry Cotton, his daughter Ashley, and his new wife. I forget what the hell her name is, but her real name is Claire Higgins. Yeah, Claire Higgins. Pretty much they move into Frank's old house, but Ashley isn't there yet, and as they're moving in, you realize that Claire's character once had an affair with Frank, the brother. And so while they're moving in one day, trying to move a bed upstairs, Ashley comes home, and we first get to see her, Christy is her name, sorry, Christy. She's played by Ashley Lawrence. Ashley Lawrence, a great actress, still beautiful to this day, holy shit. So Christy comes home, to see her dad, and they're trying to move this bed upstairs, and Claire Higgins' character is upstairs in this somewhat attic, just like reminiscing about her affair with Frank. And in doing so, Larry cuts his hand on a stray nail, so he goes upstairs, and he's just bleeding profusely, like more blood than is actually needed, at least I thought, and he's bleeding profusely, and he gets the blood all over the floor. They take him to the hospital, but the floor sucks in the blood and everything like that, and Frank begins to reconstruct himself in what I think is probably the best best metamorphosis scene I've ever seen in any film. It's phenomenal. The fact that that's all done with prosthetics, oh my god, it's fucking phenomenal. And so later, Claire Higgins' character realizes that Frank is alive, and if he needs bodies to like pretty much drink all the fluid out of, thus giving him more and more flesh. And so Ashley manages to take the puzzle box one night while she's fighting with her stepmother, and she actually takes it from Frank because she realizes that Christy, why the fuck people calling her Ashley? Anyways, Christy takes the puzzle box because she realizes that Frank actually does exist upstairs too, and she's in the hospital and she starts working with it, and she opens the puzzle box, and the Cenobites come, and the Cenobites they're not really bad, but they're not really good. They're more or less the epitome of judgment, if you will, because it's as Doug Bradley says, because she goes, "Who are you?" Christy's asked, "Who are you?" And he goes, "Adventurers to some, explorers, angels to some, demons to others." And Doug Bradley is just so pinpoint on in the way how he plays Pinhead. Oh my god, like you guys, you don't even understand, because everyone else played it as a monster. Well, what Doug Bradley did, he made it so that this person was once human. So that gave him a little bit of backstory, something more interesting, because the way how the Cenobites are in this movie, they're really like the shark from Jaws, for lack of a better term. They show up when you need them to show up. Otherwise, though, they're always in the background, though, Because everyone's always mentioning, oh, the Cenobites, they're going to come get me. We can't let that happen. Especially Frank. He's, like, paranoid, but it's the Cenobites, so you kind of should be paranoid. But nonetheless, though, this is a phenomenal movie from a first-time director. Like, I'm pretty sure mostly everyone has seen this movie, or at least has heard about this movie, because, especially, like, everyone knows Pinhead. Pinhead is an iconic character. The movies aren't even about Clive's work anymore. The more is about Doug Bradley's work. Because let's face it, in like the umpteenth sequels that we've ever seen, the only reason people watch it is because of Doug Bradley. Sometimes Ashley Lawrence will make a cameo, but it's all because of Doug Bradley. They're more so his movies now than they ever are Clive's. But nonetheless, though, this movie is phenomenal. If you don't like horror, I can understand you not wanting to see this, but I think you should totally look at this movie from a point of view of the characters are so flawed, and the horror more so is rooted in the domestic family. Because like, what's more scary than a family fucking each other over? Really. But just nonetheless, though, it's a phenomenal movie that I think everyone should see at least once. Even if like you don't like the movies, watch it for the prosthetics, or watch it for the amazing dialogue written by Clive. Because Pinhead has amazing dialogue, and so does Frank. It's just phenomenal. I keep on saying that word, phenomenal. But nonetheless, though, even from like a direction point of view, Clive Barker, it's his first time directing. You can just tell what he wants. Granted, it's his book, his novel, if you will. But the shots and everything are just so well done. He knew what he wanted, and he wouldn't settle for less. And he gave his ideas to actors in a way that they had to bring it forward in order for them to understand exactly what was going on. Because in a script like this, it's very easy to get things convoluted. But that never once happened. And I think that's what truly makes this movie so strong, is you had a director and an ensemble that just cared so much about a project, and they wouldn't settle for anything less. So, Hellraiser. If I had to give this a rating out of 10, it'd probably be like a 7 or a 7.5, because there is room for improvement, but it's still a really good movie, and I kind of think it's perfect the way how it is. They are remaking it. Pascal Loire, the guy who made Martyrs, is remaking this. Kind of looking forward to seeing how that goes. But nonetheless, though, it's a great movie. Check it out if you have to. Anyways, thanks for watching, and Matt is up tomorrow, and I'll see you guys all in a week's time. Later.